Last night, something unexpected or hilarious thing happened with me, and everything went completely haywire. I lost my phone. Can you imagine? I lost my phone, and I was not even getting where would I lost my phone, and I was not getting that clear picture itself. Okay, so what I did, I searched everywhere. Then I told my husband that I'm not getting my phone. I think I have lost my phone somewhere. So my husband and I, we went everywhere, look around. We searched all house and we searched everywhere, what wherever we can search as per our knowledge. And you know what happened? Where I found my phone? Inside the bucket. For last completely 2 hours, we were like hilarious. We were like anxious as well. But this time my mind was calm and composed. I was not getting that jittery moments that why I'm not getting my phone. One thing which I realized, and second thing, on the other hand, my husband, he was yelling at me that Indu, why you are not you are so much careless about all these things. You should take care. Why you are not looking after? You should know where is your phone. And now you tell me, who would put my phone inside the bucket? How would I aware that my phone is inside the bucket? I searched here, there, everywhere. But where would I get inside the bucket? So I want to know from your side as well that somebody who's having toddlers at their home, like toddlers generally they do such kind of things. So have you ever experienced such kind of experience? So please let me know in the comment box, because initially for me it was really terrible thing. Of course you know that these days phone is ubiquitous, and without phone, I'm not telling that I was apprehensive, but of course everything is inside my phone. And moreover, YouTube. So you know this thing that I have to create content every day. So that's why I was little worried, not that much, only little worried. But when I found my phone, I was like, these days I am suffering from mom's brain. So it happens, of course, it is natural and it happens. But I was not aware that that much intensity is there. And especially when you have toddlers at your home, you never know when they are picking anything from your suitcase or from your bag and where they are keeping. And by the end, we are just searching everywhere and we are not getting. And can you imagine who put my phone inside that bucket? Please guess and let me know in the comment box. So if you are new to my channel, this is Indu. You are watching Learn English with Indu. So today is our day 24 and something hilarious happened to me last night. So I thought let's share this experience with you guys as well. And why I am sharing? It's not that I just want to share my experience. No, I am a smart cookie. And I thought let's practice my past tenses. So can you imagine that how did I use all this V2 form here, work is second form. No need to sit or write it down all these things. Just recall your one experience from your past and share. And in this way, you can do your past tenses practice as well. Especially, I found that past indefinite and past continuous, these two sentences are past perfect. These three tenses are so relatable because every day it happened to the best of us that we generally use. But most of the time, what we are doing whenever we are explaining past tenses, we forget time tense line. So when you know that that experience is already there in your mind, you no need to search or juggle with your thoughts. Now only thing you need to pay attention that your V2 form. Got it? So I am a smart cookie and I thought let's pour my heart in front of you guys and let's share my experience as well that how much past tenses I can record, or because it happens with me as well. Earlier, whenever I talk about my past, I generally make mistakes most of the time. Now also it happens, but not that much extent. So I found that if you want to master or refine your past tenses, so storytelling or sharing your experiences is the best ever trick, technique, or strategy or way, whatever you can call for that, because you no need to think about that thing. Got it? Second thing, thinking is English is already there in your mind. Third thing, you have to just pay little attention, and at the same time you can kill two birds with one stone. One thing, you can pour your heart, you can share your experiences, and second thing, you can check your grammar as well, that how I'm speaking in past tenses as well. Got it? So this is about today's experience, because I thought that storytellings are the best way, especially for the past tenses, not only for past, for present, for future as well. So most of the time, the stories, they are written in past tenses only, and yeah, we can master past tenses as well. There is no such big deal. You can share, pick up your small experience. Like for me, it was such an hilarious experience for me. But what I did, I just pick up from experience, and I thought, did I speaking right? Did I use my V2 form? Did I use some of the like sentences, or maintain my time tense line or not? So most of the time it happens that we did, people generally use V2. Got it? But it's not like that, because did is already there in the past. So you need to make sure that these all are auxiliary verbs. So with auxiliary verb, we always use V1. Got it? So in this way, when you are learning grammar, so you are putting emphasis on your accuracy as well. So like this is my mantra. Mine six could be your nine, because everyone's way of teaching grammar and learning grammatical rules, or teaching or explaining things are poles apart. But I feel that for me it is working, and it is best way. You can entertain yourself and you can learn English or focus on your grammar as well. So that's all about today's video. I hope you got gist of the topic, and let's speak English naturally and speak correct English. Bye bye. Have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye everyone. Keep practicing.